regards to making proper decisions, going about doing things the right way, knowing and understanding how to weigh out risks. It's all true. And at the same time, you gotta know and understand why you're here. Sometimes you gotta bet on yourself, understand your skill level and level of mentality. Man, I ain't gonna just jump out here and wild out and do it all in the blind. It's about strategy and properly planning stuff out. And also knowing that if it don't go completely according to plan, I have the ability to call timeout and stop. So I jumped on that load. We've seen a little small window where won't much weather. We actually came all the way up here to the pickup, up here in Erie, PA, with no real weather. Now that we're sitting on the lot at the shipper, there's some snowfall out here. It's flakes starting to fall. Storms coming from the west, heading east. So that tells me I need to be heading east with a little bit of south in there. Get ahead of it, get south as quick as possible. If it runs up on me and hunts us down and makes the drive later this evening a little more unbearable than what we choose to deal with, we call timeout and stop. Wait till the morning, let the storm pass and keep it pushing. Worst case scenario is we don't get it there in time to make this week's cutoff. Okay. We'll just already be up a load heading into the new week. It ain't rocket science with it. I mean, there's a level of making sure we stay safe. We're gonna do that, but we're gonna do that anyway. That's just how we've been trucking. A lot of times you gotta bet on yourself. Like, a lot of times I don't really think about it much. But the bottom line is, we've been doing this 5 years. Yeah, that's big. We've been doing this give or take 5 years at this point. So I'm not sitting here saying we don't see it at all. I don't want to be ignorant and say that. But at the same time, I know what it takes. I know what my limits are. I know how the truck feels if it's not operating or responding the way in which I want it to. So, and I have no problem with stopping. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's the best part. Like how you see it.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I normally leave that kind of stuff up to you, but like you said, the good thing is if we, when we picking up this load now, if the weather doesn't permit for us to keep going, then we just be up for the next week.
Right.
But we was able to add this particular load in this week.
And the best case scenario with it is if we get it there, it makes this week, and we in Florida. So if we're gonna take a day off to rest and relax, let's do it in somewhere where we can literally enjoy it, versus all we doing is resting and laying in the truck.
Right.
Because that's all it'd be if we stopped.
Right.
We would have stayed in that one location earlier today. We literally would have just sat in the truck for the next day. We would have sat like a sitting duck and let the storm creep up on us and sit on top of our head. And then we'll just have to sit there.
Yep.
So, to do this, to do trucking, period, don't get it twisted at all. You need to be partially, slightly insane. Definitely a risk taker. But you need to be almost, you could be a strategic risk taker, but a risk taker nonetheless. And you need to have a slight little bit of crazy. One of you do. Now, I can't speak for solo drivers. You can be crazy on your own. But the team out here on the road, one of y'all got to be slightly off your rocker. Because somebody's going to have the rational thought, and somebody's going to have to be like, I'm just going to go get it. Whoever that is, it could be both of you. If it's both of you, it's kind of even better. Right. But one of you, he or she or one of the two, need to be slightly off your rocker, a little crazy, definitely willing to take risks, because that's the only way you're going to get it out here. This is a hustle, man, period. Full-fledged, all jokes aside, hustle. I look at this storm as if it's the police, and I got work I need to get from here to there, and I already got a heads up on where the police at. Then I'm going to make that trip accordingly. Do I just sit in the crib worrying about getting caught? Or do I strategically plan out my route and plan out my mission? If it get too hot and you know, you gotta lay low, then you lay low. By all means, lay low, bro. You can't be out there serving people when you know they're riding around. Lay low, for sure. Lay all the way low.
It'll still be there.
Yeah, it's gonna sell itself. But if you find in spots where you know the people ain't at, and you got a heads up on where the people at and where they're gonna be and when they're gonna be there, because you can kind of see that when you're looking at these weather maps. There's a time stamp of where the storm is and where it started and how heavy or how bad it is in this area versus this area. I ain't saying this stuff is 100% accurate, but it gives you some form of guide. So you utilize your tools, but your greatest one is right here.
It's a prediction.
Yes, it's all a prediction. It's all a gamble. But name something worth doing that's not. So that is what it is, man. I ain't gonna be on here too long. Matter of fact, I ain't gonna be on here no more longer. I'm about to go hook this trailer up, well, disconnect from this trailer, and we gone. We're gonna work our way east ASAP, slightly going south at the same time. And I'm gonna take this thing, we going all the way in, and I'll probably go all the way in Virginia with this. And go all the way down the coastline into Florida. It's gonna be what it's gonna be. But it's time to grind, man. And I ain't saying for you to do what I do the way I do it. But find your own way. Find your own path. Cut out your own path, man. Yeah, run your own lane the way you choose to. But with experience, you know, in time comes awareness, you know what I mean? Comes wisdom. And I'm going to use that. I ain't just out here running reckless because I don't have nothing else to do. It's all strategic. And I've created this strategy and working wisdom. We've done it on our own by doing it. But it is what it is, man. Holla at y'all. Give him a chance to work on this highway overnight. And let this weather go by. Cause it's moving fast. So for real, we sit for a couple hours, it'll probably pass us by. But after a long day, you don't want to deal with this. And we stand moving, but you know, you ain't really making no real leeway at no 30, 40 miles an hour. You almost driving for nothing. You ain't making no damage for real. You know what I'm saying? We're going to the left.
Go to the left.
So slow it down a
Oh, I
little
see
bit.
it. What's coming?
You good over here. Take it to a creep, take it to a creep, take it to a creep, take it to a creep. Go. Yeah. Should be on the left. Huh?
To the side. I saw the sign right there.
Yep. We tried. I mean, we got away from where we were.
Right.
That was the objective, not to sit there.
Right.
Was able to get to the load, get it picked up. And see, this load technically delivers at 4 a.m. on Wednesday. But our pay cutoff would be technically 4 p.m. on Wednesday. So even if we got to alter our delivery time for later in the day, we may still be able to get it off in time to add it. You know what I'm saying? So I doubt it. No, I seen the sign from the highway.
Yeah, it's over here.
Okay. So, you know, we'll still be able to get the ultimate goal accomplished.
3.25 miles. Turn right on Shawville Highway.
Oh, they sell trucks. Look at that Volvo over there.
Man, that's a truck right here.
Yeah. But, you know.
Let me know when you see the entrance.
I don't think this is it. Keep going, baby. Stop losing your momentum, man.
I'm just trying to make sure I didn't pass where I was supposed to be turning. This is right here.
There you go. I think we definitely have been here before. For sure. I want to say we probably stopped here for a few 30-minute breaks before.
I think so. It looks familiar.
Yeah, it does.
Having that shop in the front. I think it's came here one day. I think we was going to get something.
Yeah, I think I can remember walking Chippy over there. Because at the edge is like not a cliff, but like a hill.
Right.
Yeah, it's ugly out here, but well, you did good.
Got a great trainer.
Oh Lord. Got a good trainer.
I mean, you told me defensive skill enough that I would feel comfortable to get out here and do this. You pull up and pull beside him.
Let's see. Somebody in that hole right there.
Yeah. Go around.
Yeah, go ahead, bust a wide, go wide here and put up beside that truck like you just said. Supposed to be like 100 some spots here, but obviously they filled up fast, and that's enough. I'm sure other people gonna follow suit too. So yeah, just creep right in beside him. Nose a little past him, but still in the same area. Because you don't want to cut off that passage right there. Right here.
Right here.
Because there's plenty of clearance behind us. But you don't want to impede on what's in front of us because they ain't got the one lane travel. Good job, baby.
This ain't nothing but ice.
Mm-hmm.
And it's starting to come down more.
Mm-hmm.
Look at the truck.
Put that on the hood, yeah.
And the windshield wiper.
Mm-hmm.
Look at this.
Whole sheet of ice. About a half inch thick, ain't it?
All this.
Yeah. So hopefully in the morning, I think it's supposed to be warmer weather.
That's crazy.
So we can let this storm pass us by. We'll get up in the morning and give it a try again.